Alright folks, welcome to episode 98 of the wee podcast. Phil here with Clarky.
Hello.
Sorry, we bit laughter because old Clarky's Tommy wanted to introduce this episode. So first part we're going to talk about gamer entitlement. That may sound very big-headed, but if you listen to the episode, you'll understand why we're talking about it. I got quite annoyed yesterday, so yeah, listen to the first part. Second part, we talk about the what's trending, but what's trending.
Well, I do remember what it was.
I know
but
it was.
I always just be like, here, just listen.
Yeah, but I just remember what it was actually.
Yeah.
What a terrible intro. Yeah. I don't want to say either because
it's funny.
Yeah, they are. Well, to be fair, some of them are pretty brutal, like, but
some of them are really funny.
Yeah, none of mine, thankfully. Yeah. So yeah, it was trending. Then third part, we're not talking about the boys today. We're skipping it this week because the Joker came out and we thought we would jump on that while it's nice and hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, we give a little review on that, and obviously there's a lot of spoilers in it because we talk about the film quite in depth about the film. So if you haven't seen it yet,
skip it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet and you don't want to know anything about the Joker, then don't listen to part 3 at all. Maybe skip to the very, very end, listen to a couple of funny jokes told by me. But apart from that, don't listen to part 3. I'm important, didn't even know it. Unreal. So yeah, hope you enjoy this one, folks. Woo! So, I was on Twitter the other day. It was yesterday, I think it was, but I seen the old Fortnite was down and stuff, but we'll get onto that later on. But there was a guy that posted underneath the tweet and was like, now that Fortnite's done for a while or however, this is the time I'm going to remind you that Destiny 2 is free to play, and basically if you want something to do, go and play Destiny 2. Trademark. And there's a guy below was like, no, not going to do that. You've got to pay $40 for a DLC. I mean, you get the base game for free, and then you have to pay for Forsaken, you got to pay for blah blah blah, you got to pay for that blah blah, which you don't have to. You literally get everything up until Forsaken for free.
Is Forsaken not in it? No.
Or up until Shadowkeep, sorry, yeah.
Isn't it?
Pretty sure it's but I mean, even if it isn't, you're still getting quite a lot of DLC there anyway for free. And obviously the guys like us, like we had to pay obviously the money for the game, which is like £50 or whatever, and then you got to pay on top of the DLC and top of the DLC. That was a bad business model, I'll give it that, yeah. But at the end of the day, everything.
It's different now. Yeah,
it's different now. I mean, back in the day, the Eververse thing, which is the store, which you can pay real money. Before you could pay real money as well, but Bright Dust was a lot. Yeah. But now they've got free to play, and all you need to do is pay for the DLCs. It's basically just like having an annual pass type of thing.
You're paying a season pass now.
Yeah.
And if you want to, then you can buy the big Shadowkeep one.
Yeah, like the deluxe edition.
Or if you just want to see what Shadowkeep's like, you can just buy Shadowkeep, and then say, for example, you want to buy Season of the Undying, then yeah, you can pay £10 and get that, or whatever, wherever your variation is, wherever you live.
Yeah, but you can go on the moon and all though without that, can't you?
Yeah, you can go. Yeah, you can go up, and you just can't do
the stuff
with the for example, the exotic mission.
Yeah.
So
you've got everything there. Like, I mean, there's loads for you to do. But the guy was just like, yeah, not doing that. It's too much money. Blah blah blah. Not paying money for a game, basically. And the guy below him was like, you're just being entitled, you know. And
do you actually say he's not paying money for a game?
He's not paying money for that game because he says that it costs far too much money.
Okay, I mean,
it's free, but it costs too much money. So, yeah. So the guy below was like, oh, don't be entitled, or sorry, you're being entitled, whatever. And the guy was like, I'm hardly being entitled. It's like, well, you sort of are if you're saying you're not going to spend any money whatsoever on a game.
Yeah.
Because that just means that you want everything for free. And obviously I can, to a degree, understand whenever games bring out a game that is unfinished.
Yeah.
And then say, I'm going to charge for DLC.
Yeah, well that yeah, exactly, that is different, yeah.
But obviously, like the likes of games, especially with Destiny, there's so much story in there. There's so many things in the game you can do from the get go, especially in the free to play one. So it's completely fine. But I think for obviously in Fortnite you can do the same thing. You just need to buy the V-Bucks and whatever. But there's really not an awful lot of difference between that and Fortnite in terms of how it works. You get loads of story in Destiny, but you get loads of multiplayer in Fortnite. That's what it is. I mean, it's a game just everyone loves to play online together, and you can build stuff, and it looks fun. Yeah, fair play, but I just don't get the reason why this fella was all like, I'm not paying money for any other part of the game. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, you can buy the silver on Destiny, and then you can buy the V-Bucks on Fortnite.
Yes.
And they're not that much of a difference in price, really.
Depends what you consider what you're buying them for, right?
Yeah. Well, so, obviously you can buy emotes, you can buy projections, you can buy sparrows. This is Destiny, so you can buy sparrows and ships and all these other things for silver.
Sparrows, emotes, armor, ornaments. You can buy ghost shells, sparrows, finishers.
Yeah, finishers now as well.
And the thing, you can also go back and shaders.
And they all range from like 5 or from like 300 to 100 or whatever.
100 up.
100 up to like, I don't even know what the.
So you can buy a pack of the finishers right now. I think it's 1800 silver, and that gets you all the legendary finishers.
Which is like £18, £20.
Yeah. Or you can buy the ornament set. Now this is, well, one thing I suppose we should probably put in here first is some of this you can only buy with money, and most of it you can buy with another currency in game called Bright Dust that you can earn through bounties. Now, if you've been playing Destiny beforehand, you probably have thousands of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because you used to be able to get things from Eververse, break it down, and you got Bright Dust from breaking it down.
Yeah.
As in like dismantling it or whatever you want to call it.
You can still get Bright Dust from dismantling her notes.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a lot of those.
Probably dismantle them.
Like a lot.
It'll tell you the thing that they're ready for dismantling. They've just been fizzled out.
Basically. Are they gone completely then?
Yeah, so you don't get any bounties from them anymore.
Right enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't even think of that.
You can delete them. And they.
I'm gonna have a wee check. I would love to know how many of those I have. I reckon it's like 100.
I don't even know how much you get per one. I can't remember how much you get per one. It could be 10. I have no idea.
I have 136 of those.
Well, there you go. Then you're probably
if it was like 10 per go, I'd probably got like 1,000 there. Or thereabouts.
It's not bad, like, really.
Yeah, not bad. So, but anyway, random. But yeah, there were ways and are now ways still to earn that Bright Dust. So you still can buy some things for free. Now, other things I know, for example, they are not releasing like certain weapon ornaments. You have to pay money if you want to have them. Yeah. Now, they serve no purpose other than they make the weapon look cool. It's completely up to you whether you want to buy it.
Yeah, there's no pay to win things there at all. Same with Fortnite, I would assume as well.
Yeah. Now, the same with Fortnite, as you say. It's about £10 or so for 1,000 V-Bucks.
Yeah, that's on Amazon anyway. I mean, it could be cheaper on like the CD keys and stuff, but certainly that'll probably be the majority you pay. I think £10 would be the max amount you would pay for 1,000.
I found a list. Sorry. So now this is from July, so it might have gone up. Okay. Now it says 1,000 V-Bucks are £8. 2,500 V-Bucks plus 300 bonus, so that's 2,800 V-Bucks is £20. 4,000 plus 1,000 bonus, so 5,000 V-Bucks is £30. And 13,500 V-Bucks is £80. So,
see, I've known kids to want V-Bucks for Christmas and birthdays.
Yeah, crazy. Now, things you can buy with them are such as outfits, gliders, emotes, and battle passes. You were bang on about battle passes.
Yeah, battle passes you have to buy with your V-Bucks. Yeah.
So you can also use V-Bucks in a mode called Save the World. No idea. You can buy X-ray llamas, heroes, and other loot. But it is worth noting items purchased with V-Bucks do not transfer between Battle Royale and Save the World. So Save the World must be the campaign.
Right.
Battle Royale must be online. So you would have to actually double spend.
Oh dear.
So the easiest way of earning is through your daily logins. You'll earn some in-game currency every day that you log into Fortnite with the counter resetting each day.
Yeah.
However, this method is probably the slowest, so it's still definitely worth logging in to get, but it's going to take forever if that's all you do.
Yeah.
There's daily quests.
I wouldn't mind that in Destiny, like a daily login for Bright Dust or something.
Sure, in FIFA, every time you log in, you get 50 XP.
Really?
Yeah, 50, or like it puts your level up, which gets you coins just for logging.
I think Destiny would really benefit from having a daily login system.
Possibly.
I reckon it would.
I mean, it would get people on every day.
Well, it would.
If you got a legendary shard and I don't know,
Yeah, but if
or
it went
5
up,
legendary shards and a massive.
Because they're all sort of taken from mobile. Because I remember playing like a first mobile game and it being like, you know, you log on today and then it has this big monthly calendar thing. You're like, oh, what's this monthly calendar thing? And you look at it like 7. Like if you play it in a weekend, you're like, oh my god, I get a crate. If I play 7 days and I'm gonna get a crate at the end, this is gonna benefit me like immensely. It never really does, but I mean, it'd be nice to even have something in Destiny where it's like you log in day one.
Like
you
Battlefront.
Yeah.
You log in and get your weapons crate thing.
That's right.
Cool. Or whatever it was called.
Whatever it was called.
Loot crate.
Loot crate, yeah. And then you go in, you would get like 100 on your first day, 100 bright dust on your first day. Next day you get, I don't know, 2 enhancement cores or something stupid. And then the third day it goes up and up and up, and then to like, I don't know, like the 7th day.
Or just did like a 7-day.
Yeah, reset thing. Yeah.
Or like maybe a 5-day reset, so that wasn't every Monday. You definitely got this.
Yeah.
You know, and you had to sort of keep track, or 4-day, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It would. I reckon it'd be pretty cool.
It would, and you're right. It probably would benefit everyone,
especially the company.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost, man. But if they didn't get bright dust, if bright dust wasn't in there, and it was just like materials, so I give you a planetary material.
Yeah.
And
I think even giving 100 bright dust per week's fine though. Like that's
a week. It's only 5,000 a year. It's nothing.
Yeah.
So not really.
Yeah.
So this method, so the Save the World mode. Sorry, we're talking about Fortnite at the moment. The daily quest, you have to have Save the World. So Save the World mode offers rotating daily challenges for players to complete, and rewards you with a set amount of V-Bucks, so ranging from 50 to 100. Each challenge rewards a different amount, but if you complete them all, then you have plenty of cash to splash in either Save the World mode or Battle Royale mode. Now, I'm assuming that means that Save the World mode you actually have to have bought. Doesn't sound like it's there for free.
I couldn't tell you.
Because it's saying if you don't have this, you're going to want to skip this. So, interesting. Anyway, Battle Pass challenges. So, have you not got Save the World? Don't worry. Fortnite Battle Royale mode also offers a way of earning V-Bucks through Battle Pass challenges. You don't need to have purchased the Battle Pass to earn the V-Bucks, but having it does mean you have a better chance of getting more of them.
Yeah, you do. You have to buy it.
As a free player, you can access 3 weekly challenges, more if you have the Battle Pass. These challenges involve various things from collect X amount of wood to kill X number of players. By completing these challenges, you earn battle stars, which essentially help you upgrade your Battle Pass. As you rank up your Battle Pass, you will unlock rewards such as skins, gliders, pickaxes, emotes, etc.
So $40.
What for?
For Save the World.
Flip. It's dear enough. Probably about £35. Probably 40 quid, you know? Online.
Oh yeah, probably. So you got to pay £40 anyway. So what's this guy on about? Like, I'm not bashing Fortnite. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean there are ways to earn it for free, and it is literally just by playing the game. But equally, I suppose that is the way most games are played.
Yeah, like I said, they're all taking this method for mobile games, because mobile games are the first ones to have these sort of things. You play and you get in-game currency. I mean, especially with like Candy Crush and all them. Candy Crush, you have to buy lives and stuff after.
Yeah. If you wanted to.
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah. But I mean, there's no entitlement to. Like,
I won't play any other game because I refuse to spend money in a game.
Yeah.
But then you're not going to play very many games, mate.
Exactly.
And it's as simple as that.
Like, but then is he going to pay? Is he paying yearly for Xbox, or is he paying yearly for PSN? Is he playing? Is he buying PS Now or whatever it is, and Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass and stuff? I mean, they still cost money for, and if you're getting games technically for less, 100%. Like, I mean, you're not going to pay. There's some games come out for like £40. And they get put in Game Pass straight away, and even obviously Microsoft exclusive ones, they go straight in the Game Pass as well.
Example.
Gears, yeah, I mean, it's £50. I mean, we can get, if you have Game Pass, you can get the Ultimate Edition, which is £70 for
£8 a month or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, if you're pretty much. I mean, you're paying $10.99 for Xbox Live and Game Pass on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, it is funny how that it has changed the landscape. Like, I mean, we've obviously spoken about Fortnite and PUBG and stuff before.
Yeah.
In our Battle Royale episode, but at the same time, like, obviously the impact they've had in game is massive, and it has even added to people, like, in gamers. Like, obviously we're Destiny players primarily. It's pretty much what we would probably associate ourselves with now.
Yeah. I mean, I'd play anything, but Fortnite and PUBG, they sort of fizzle out very fast for me.
I have no interest in playing either of them. Yeah. I mean, the whole cartoony aspect of a game doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
Like
the arcade type.
Yeah. It doesn't interest me. Same as, help me out. Is it Apex?
Apex Legends.
Yeah. Like, again, no real interest in playing that. Borderlands might be as far as I go.
But it's more comic book though.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. It's not cartoony. Like Overwatch, yeah, no.
No, it is. That's very different from. I mean, even the way Borderlands conducts its story, it's very comic booky, where it's like it chops in here and then has someone replying from it. Like it is very comic booky the way it's kind of cool. Like,
but that would probably be as far as I could go.
Yeah, I'd probably be the same.
I enjoy games that are like more real in inverted commas. You know, like. But then I say that like I would play the crap out of Zelda, but Nintendo games are very different to me. Because Pokemon was like the first love, you know, like of, you know.
But then again, you were playing it in 2D at the time though, back in the day. Whereas now
still playing 2D if it was 2D.
Exactly, so would I. Yeah. But it is obviously very different. Like for Fortnite, it's a shooter, so cartoon shooters for me. They're just really not. They're a no for me. It's just
somebody else, fine.
Yeah,
but not
for me, it just doesn't grasp my interest at all. But like I said, I'm not bashing Fortnite. I'm obviously not bashing Destiny because I love Destiny, but. I mean, if you're a Fortnite player and you think you don't want to get Destiny because it's so much money, and then if you're a Destiny player, you want to get Fortnite because you've heard it's so much money to buy like V-Bucks for the battle passes. Like, try them out. Like, if you're a Destiny player, try Fortnite. If you're a Fortnite player, try Destiny. Like, I mean, there's no.
Yeah, nobody's gonna like.
But this guy really irked me. I was just like, you don't have to do anything. Like, he was basically just saying, my game's down. He was obviously very angry. He's like, my game's down. I'm just going to slaughter any other game that someone else mentions. And for some reason, unfortunately, it was Destiny that was up there. And the guy was
down for a couple of days now, hasn't
it? Yes.
It may well be back up by the time this comes out. This episode could be dated.
Yeah. So, well, definitely. I mean, yeah, it'll probably be out. It'll be in full flow again, like.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it just really irked me that I was just on Twitter and just seeing this guy just bashing, you know, basically free to play games that aren't Fortnite.
And the thing for me is as well, if you were to jump into Destiny right now, like Destiny 2 right now, there's a lot of story to go through.
Yeah, like it's if you're a fan of story and you're a fan of lore, like Destiny is the game for you, like 100%. Like there's no two ways about it. Like,
well, you will run out of story quickly. If you pick up a DLC, you know, you could be done in 2 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, from the base game, like, there was a lot of story in the base game.
Yeah, like, it's funny how the story's evolved. I don't know this Fortnite story, but it's funny how the story's evolved from in Destiny where it would have a start and an end, whereas now it's like, start, cliffhanger, wait for next DLC.
Yeah.
But it's definitely more MMO-y that way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really mind that aspect. Like, it's fine. Like,
I'm fine with it. It's just, it was a very abrupt ending. Like, I remember after it was over, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, Shadowkeep?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really understand why they're doing it, but I do. But it's just to prolong the inevitable. Really, I mean, it's going to end at some point.
It's like MMO now. MMOs always end like that.
Yeah. It's just going to be.
It's going to be an DLC evolving story.
DLC after DLC now, but obviously, whenever we look forward to DLCs, we've got the seasons now of the next 2 seasons on top of this one anyway. So we still have quite a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, exactly. And again, that's coming from Destiny players. So Fortnite players at the moment don't know what's going on. This is as of recording this. They don't know what's going on.
All we know is that they've got a season or a chapter 2 coming out, basically. Yeah.
Now, obviously, as you say, people have their games.
Yeah.
You know, people want to play. But you're right. Like, if a game is literally free for the content you would get, it is funny that you're turning your nose up at that. Like, but then in saying that, Fortnite's been free the whole time.
It still is.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I've never touched it.
Yeah.
Because I have no interest.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying.
But again, I wouldn't sit and go, "Don't play Fortnite, you fruit."
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
I don't care what people play.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Don't
matter.
you dare offer me a free game.
Yeah, like the guy was just getting at this fella for saying, "Destiny 2 is free." Go like if this is whenever it was down, like right off the bat, like straight up whenever it went down, and obviously, you know, at the time, no one knew what was going to happen with Fortnite. It could have been down for an hour, could have been down for 5 hours, could have been down for an entire 24.
Could be done.
It could have been done completely. No one knows. But obviously the players are like, I'm just going to wait and see what happens. And fair play, that's fine. But if you want to do something else, he was just suggesting another game. And the guy went completely ripped on him. Like, I was like, that's horrendous. Like, you don't just do that. I mean, you're going to be a gamer. It doesn't matter what games you play. But why would you sit there and slag off like the same?
He's just trying to be nice.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same marketing bundle. Like it's the exact same thing. It's the same way you're gonna like. It doesn't matter what. It's different games, yeah, but it's still got the same concept there. You're still paying for what was it, like all the cosmetic stuff? There's no pay to win in either game.
Well, yeah, yes, I think you're right. Because you have to pick up the weapons when you land, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you get is skins for them whenever you pick them up. So you gotta hope you find them. But
that's a good point.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's no difference there really. I mean, obviously I'm gonna say Destiny's the better game because I've played Destiny and I've played Fortnite as well. It's just not my type of game. And some Fortnite players are gonna say to me, "Well, Fortnite's better than Destiny because of blah blah blah." That's fair play. But you're always gonna have that in what You're gonna have it like the way they had Xbox versus PlayStation. You're still gonna have it with any sort of game as well. Yeah. Like if you've still got similar games, like the way Destiny and Anthem and all were compared.
Whoops.
Yeah, not a great comparison, obviously, because Anthem bombed a bit, but it's getting there now. I've heard it's doing good things. I haven't played it in a while, but
I haven't even hit max level.
Yeah.
At the early stages.
Yeah.
Max level.
Yeah. I mean, it was a fun game whenever I played it. Like, but I just for sitting there, like, I mean, obviously we're gonna have an opinion, but we're not gonna sit there and say this. You should not play a game.
I seen a guy buying Anthem, and part of me did want to be like, just don't.
Really?
Yeah. Because it was like 15 quid.
That's cheap enough though.
Yeah, I mean, he might enjoy it, which is why I didn't want to interrupt. But like as I watched it go past, I was like, oh.
I mean,
that's not good.
I mean, it could be that he had returned it and been like,
they're not taking it.
And then, well, it could be he could have returned it ages ago and thought this game's pure crap. And then he's like, well, I've heard good things on Twitter now. I might go and buy it again, see what it's like. Because I have seen people do that. Like people have
done that with Destiny.
People have but well, yeah. I mean, there's a few people. I mean, obviously for that one guy, there was still 3 guys saying, "Oh, the game's that's best." You know, I left Destiny whenever Forsaken came out, and I was like,
why?
Well, they didn't know basically because they had left before Satan came out. So they came
Forsaken
back.
was so good.
They came back, played Forsaken, thought it was unbelievable, and then that was enough for them to buy Shadowkeep, and thankfully they did because now like the massive surge in players now with the new light, which is the free to play, like it's incredible. I mean,
you can't lose with free to play. You're not forced to buy
anything,
and the armor drops you get, there is a lot of customization. Now that's one thing I don't know in Fortnite. Can you find like armor in the ground, or is it only like after a game and what you earn?
I don't think. I have no idea.
Because obviously you can find, like it did mention about finding like outfits and gliders or whatever.
Probably. I mean, I would dare say I don't know how rare they are, but I mean I'm sure you could find loads of stuff. But again, I don't know. It's not my type of game. It was just the fella that really annoyed me. And I was like, well, meh. Like like if you're gonna have that sort of opinion towards a game, then what are you even gaming for in the first place if you're just going to be a prick about things like? But I mean, if you can get things in Fortnite, then fair play. There's no problem. Like he was obviously just venting because his game has gone down. He can't play it. I mean, potentially he might have, I don't know, taken a month off work to play this new thing.
Imagine.
But I mean,
my goodness.
Do you know what I mean? Like there was a guy. There was this fella on Twitter. Who was like, I've taken this weekend off to play Fortnite. Like, I didn't know it was going to happen.
Again, like obviously we're recording this could be up, but
that's the
you mean yesterday?
Passed. Yeah, the weekend passed. He was on. He was like, I've had to I've lost like money now. You know, this is in America, so I have no idea what way it works over there.
Yeah, good point. They can take like personal days and stuff.
Yeah, so I have no idea what exactly he had done, but he was just like, I've taken time off work for this. You know, I've said to my friends and family that I'm going to be doing this and blah blah, and I was like, well,
let's do it again.
Yeah, but it's mad that like, people could be taking time off work. They could be saying to their wives or something like, you go out with the girls tonight, and then the wife leaves the house 2 minutes later. Oh, what's happened? Fortnite's
come back.
Yeah,
come back.
Don't go out tonight. Don't go out tonight. It's frozen. It's broken. I'm sorry. And then, but people could be doing anything. They could have like stopped plans. They could have done anything for that.
Yeah, that's true.
But obviously, it doesn't really matter. It's a game in the day. I mean, I hate that phrase, and I just said it. I hate it. It's a game at the end of the day. I know it is, but I mean, you're still spending time on it, and it's time wasted. Obviously, if you can't get on it, like if Destiny ever did something like that, I would cry.
If you can't get on it, just turn it off.
Yeah, do something else.
Like if the game isn't like up, like the good thing about Destiny is it tells you when it's not going to be on.
Yeah, and if they always say about having background maintenance, and you can potentially get like weasel errors and stuff, but that's
try and sign back in. You know,
it's very rare you do get errors whenever they're doing things. You sometimes get contact in Destiny 2 servers, but nothing really happens to the point if you're having to relog back in again. So, but yeah, I was just confused as to why the fellow was talking about it. It was just one of those things that just so much hate on Twitter. I wasn't expecting it. Like I wasn't expecting.
That's what it is now.
But like it was on a Fortnite post, and I wasn't expecting anything to do with Destiny 2. Literally, I was just like, because I was so intrigued about it. I was like, Fortnite's finished. What's this?
I know, can you imagine? Like,
yeah.
I don't see. It's funny, like because see that game now, it's so big.
Yeah.
That
like I apply.
Can you ever imagine it finishing? Like realistically, it's throw the odd map out every now and again, have a couple of events, bring out some new characters, and you're in a game that never has to end.
Yeah, I suppose it's going to be there until the next big thing comes. I suppose if there is such a thing, but I mean like. I'm not blasting Fortnite. It's definitely done loads of great for the gaming community. It's brought loads of money in as well, which is great. But yeah, I mean, it might never end. But again, there might be. Obviously, everyone thought Apex was going to be the next big thing because it did do well at the very beginning. But obviously, Fortnite's still rocking it. Like, and obviously, Destiny beat Fortnite there the other day.
Did
for whenever Shadowkeep came out for on Twitch, wasn't it? Streams, yeah. So.
Viewers, sorry, not streams.
Views, yeah. So I mean, they're always going to fluctuate. I think between each other. Not Destiny 2 and Fortnite, just any games. Like, they're all going to fluctuate anyway. But yeah, I don't think it'll ever end. But I hope Destiny doesn't ever end either. But that's the thing. Like I mean,
see, with Destiny having a story, there is more potential for it to end in terms of a story. But because Fortnite doesn't rely on the story, it is its own thing. You just go in and kill people. Like
it's a battle royale game.
Yeah, like it doesn't rely on the story, whereas Destiny relies on the lore, the story, the growth, the resets of certain weapons or activities or whatever.
I mean, at the end of the day, it probably will end at some point, like, and it'll be so heartbreaking because it'll be like the same thing like at the end of a TV series.
Yeah.
You'll have like after
what?
Yeah, what are you gonna do now? I mean, you put by this time 1 million hours into the game, but I mean, potentially you could have put loads and loads and loads of hours into the game for it to end. You'd be like, well, that's it over.
Yeah,
and
true.
Then you gotta go and play FIFA again.
No, probably not.
I'm joking. I wouldn't like, but yeah,
it's not free. No, but like,
don't be entitled.
But that's the thing. You do think of those sort of big games, like Fortnite obviously does make a fortune with people buying V-Bucks and buying the Save the World or whatever it was called.
Yeah. Fortnite Save the World is called.
So like, they do make money. Are they self-published?
Epic.
Was Epic does it? Okay. So I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, they've obviously got a big reach there as well. Like they've got PC, PS4, Xbox, phone, like. Yeah, they're everywhere. Like it's everywhere.
Obviously, you have Fortnite now in the mobile too.
That's what I mean. Phone, mobile phone.
You've also got Call of Duty mobile as well. Right? So.
All those sort of things that have multiple platforms obviously have very 1-click, 2-click ways to buy things. So it is very easy. So it is easier for them maybe to have a bit less in terms of how much you're charging for V-Bucks.
Yeah.
Because the V-Bucks at was it 80 quid for like 13,500 or something. Basically, I mean, we didn't really go through the prices for some of the outfits. Like we looked, and there was a John Wick one that was like $2,000 or isn't 2,000 V-Bucks, down to like your simple sort of person at about 800. So if you buy 13,000, like it's about 6 top outfits.
Yeah. And
you're out. Maybe 6 top ones and a medium one, and you're out. Like.
It's 80 quid.
For £80.
But I mean, like I said, there are kids that want the likes of V-Bucks and in-game currency for Christmas and birthdays and stuff like. So it's obviously but it's it's funny as well because I remember like years ago, kids were always like, "Oh, I want this new game for Christmas. I want this." Now it's just I have this game.
Get me stuff for the game.
I want stuff for the game now, which is kind of cool. I mean, I remember years ago, obviously we said about you get games. It was a full game there and then. There's no such thing as DLCs and stuff. But you have to remember, games back in the day were the disc space was like limited, you know, and so was the game. Whereas now, the games are
humongous.
They're mad, like they're huge in terms of data.
Red Dead was in 2 discs, sure.
Exactly.
That's an example.
Yeah. Plus, it's all. But then again, like Rockstar, this is the thing. Rockstar, the example where they've got GTA 5. They put it out there. They put GTA Online for no more. They didn't have to pay for GTA Online, and then they just had cosmetic stuff that you could just go and buy if you want. With the shark cards, you can go and buy cars, go and buy houses and stuff. Like you don't need to. You can earn the in-game money. Like it's a very easy concept. And they're still doing it. They're still getting loads of money in from the shark cards and stuff, which is great. But I dare say with GTA 6, it'll probably come in 2 discs. If Red Dead has. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? So
Red Dead, the GTA, like dear knows when that'll be like.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. But I mean, like, obviously the games can't all come in a disc now. They're gonna have DLCs and stuff, and if you're not willing to pay, you know, $20 to potentially £40 for a DLC, then it's up to you, yeah. I mean,
maybe Fortnite is a game for you then, if it is going to be always free.
Yeah, but I mean, again, you have to put in the hours to get the V-Bucks to get the season, the battle pass. Yeah. To play more. Yeah. So if you don't put in the time, then you got to buy the V-Bucks to then buy the battle pass on top of that. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I mean, games from now on are always going to be like this. I think anyway, unless you make bigger things that you can just put them in. Like I don't know, but if we're gonna be that way about games, then maybe we shouldn't be a gamer. Like if you're not willing to put money into the gaming industry, don't be a gamer.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it's as simple as that.
It's true. It's like people that constantly drink water and slobber about Coke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I suppose. Yeah. I mean, it's just silly to me. I
don't drink juice. That's right. I do.
Well, you shouldn't.
I am never going to drink juice. That is a pound.
Right up. But it just baffles me that some people get on like that. Like, it's just so much negativity because a game went down. Like, it's crazy. You just bash other games because your game's falling down. So just go and play something else, buddy. You know what I mean? Relax, get a pizza, do something else.
Calm down.
But yeah, just thought we would have a little talk about that and about entitlement when it comes to, I mean, anything really. I mean, if you're just saying literally you don't want to pay any money for anything, then you are just entitled then, really, aren't you? Like that's the problem. No, he is part of the problem, not the solution. So but yeah, we will end part 1 there, folks, and we'll catch you again in part 2. Welcome back to part 2. So obviously what's trending this week? Stupid injuries, basically. Basically, there's I think it was Super 70s Sports was the one that put it up saying, what's the dumbest freak injury of your life? Their one was it took a leak, then somehow broke my index finger when I caught it on the door facing while leaving the bathroom. Ugh. Jesus.
That doesn't sound nice.
It's a really weird angle to do that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's not nice.
Well, there's one here. Torn tendon, middle finger, putting the fitted sheet on the mattress. 3 corners were on, pushing the 4th corner on, the elastic in the sheet, snap back, bending the finger all the way back. They're not that strong, surely.
No, you're either trying to put a single bed in a double bed, or there's something not right there. That's mad.
So in the end, they told their friends it was from playing basketball.
Okay,
I would have probably said it was like
a good lie.
Yeah. I can't. It's surely not that. It's not that. I don't know. I've never. Weird. This one didn't happen to me, but someone I went to high school with broke his thumb by taping a cover onto a book.
That's so bad.
Taping a book, he broke his thumb.
That's funny. What? I don't know how that's even possible. There's a few that I know that haven't happened to me. Like, for example, there's one time a guy in school opened the window. You know the way the window would have had like 2 little
latches?
Like latches you pulled up the way? Uh-huh. He then pushed the window and his hand went clean through the glass.
How?
I don't know.
Were they like single glazed windows?
Just
Very,
like
very thin
clean
glass.
through.
Oh,
And apparently, like, I wasn't in the class, but like a guy like yeah, he's hanging around. The guy who was in the class. He apparently just turned around. And was like, oh, like his hand was just bleeding. Like he just put his hand clean through. Another one, again, wasn't me. And this is true. I don't know. I can't remember the girl's name, but this definitely happened.
Oh, I think. Is this the one
The finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was climbing one of the fences that has like the points at the top, and she got up, and as she came down, her ring finger on, I don't know which hand, left or right hand, got stuck in the top of the fence, and it took the finger off.
Is she fingerless now?
Yeah, it's gone.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Rachel's friend.
It's not Rachel's friend.
I thought it was.
Oh no, that's it. No, this is years ago.
Oh,
no, she doesn't have a finger yet. Rachel's friend, I suppose, is another good one. So, there's a picture actually of her.
I'm good.
There the other night.
I'm good.
She's. I'll tell everyone for reference first. So she was in Dublin, and the person they were on, they've these like taxi things that you can get in the back of, and basically the person was driving a bit.
I've been on one.
Was going a bit nuts really, and they felt very uncomfortable. He's been a bit weird, so they basically tried to hop out while it was moving. She fell, and her finger on her right hand, her index finger right hand. So obviously you have 3 parts to your finger if you have a normal finger. So basically the first part was still upright, and the other 2 bits with the nail at the top. And there's no word of a lie. Phil can tell you, it was at a right angle to the left side. You could see the bone. It was a mess. So basically, but she didn't notice. She like got back up. Was like, whoa. So
look at my finger.
she was like, oh fuck. I've actually got a good one about Addy as well.
Oh,
but anyway, so it's not good for him, but
obviously
it's a good story.
Yeah.
So
I think I never heard this story as well.
Anyway, so this girl has been told she's not losing her finger. She has, because the nerve didn't rip, so she's lucky. She has had 1 or 2 surgeries. She still have couple more, and it is still in a like whole hand cast brace thing.
Okay.
So Addy's, just by saying I'm fucked, it reminds me of the story every time. So he was playing rugby. Have you heard this?
I think I might have, if it's to do with his
knee.
No, then it's not. Then
okay. So next time you're with Addy, if you're in any way interested, he's missing a hamstring.
Oh.
You can feel it.
Nah.
It's actually attached here in his knee by nails. Or like screws. You can feel them too.
Oh, no.
It's basically holding his knee together, or it was at the time, basically to fix his knee. So he was playing rugby. He can correct me if any of this is wrong, but he was playing rugby. His foot sunk into the ground, the mud. He turned.
Oh.
His entire body turned. This part of his leg, the bottom calf, knee, the calf, the foot did not, and it just went ripped right round. He then collapsed on the ground and started screaming, "Boys, I'm fucked, I'm fucked." And the teacher shouted back something like, "Adam, there's children present." But his leg literally was
all over the place.
It completely ripped. Like they needed to take a hamstring to get his knee to basically fix.
That's horrible.
Like you can feel he's let me feel the screws. You can still feel them.
I'm good.
And this was what 10 years ago, more.
Well, I'm glad he's okay now.
Yeah, some funny ones and some pretty horrendous ones.
Yeah,
all pretty horrendous actually.
They are freak accidents, like.
Yeah.
There's a woman here who says a rooster broke her arm. So.
Hi.
Ooh, I tore my ACL and meniscus walking in high heels.
Yeah, I could see that. I would not fancy it.
How high were the heels?
Or how small was the person?
Just walking at like an angle.
Can you imagine?
You're obtuse. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I broke my leg, fell with some stilettos. Oh dear. Women like. I got a concussion while playing kickball.
You know that just comes straight out. Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the football hitting this woman right in the face?
Was that the don't be on your phone at a football game?
No, she wasn't on her phone. She was like fixing her hair. She did that with her hair, and then she was like looking down, and then she looked up, and this like, but oh dear, I was crying with laughter. I mean, it was horrible. Like, but
she have glasses on? No.
No.
I've seen one.
She had a hat and a scarf on. I think.
No, I haven't seen.
It completely dumbed her. Like, I mean, it was in slow motion. She's like, it's not gonna be that bad. Her head just went. Boof! Like straight, and the ball just went flew back.
That's gonna hurt. Like
100%.
I know someone who was at Goodison Park. It's a girl. She was at Goodison Park. First ever time at Goodison Park. She went with her friend.
Never went back again.
Yeah, she went with her friend. First ever time at Goodison Park. She got hit in the face with a ball at the start of the first half, and that was like it.
Really?
Yeah, she missed like the rest of the game.
Oh wow.
Well, maybe like 25 minutes in. But it hit her clean in the face.
Oh dear.
And she said it was like proper sore. You think a footballer can kick a ball, what, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour? So it could really do you some damage. Like, if you're...
Yeah, take your head off. Like.
Yeah, so she missed the rest of the game. There's like a wee hospital part and all to it. They take you to and like get you seen to if you get hit in the face.
Do you want the ball that hit you? No. I was pretty fair. There's loads of people. I remember a fella in school staved his finger by catching a softball like that. Yeah, just like the
stave fingers are really sore.
Oh, they're I've did a couple of like playing like basketball. No, but yeah, he basically went to catch the ball with his hand stretched out. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Like in between the fingers.
Yeah, or just the one to be fair.
And like it is proper sore, like staving a finger.
Oh, yeah, it is bad. Like, but I remember it was a fella like literally right in the face with a basketball in school. Someone missed the shot and it came back and he just went screw it and then kicked the ball and went straight into this fella's face.
That's gonna hurt too though.
100%. Yeah,
that's gonna hurt.
You can see like the little ridges.
Yeah, the wee dots. Yeah,
it was horrible. Pure bloody nose and all. Just seeing like two massive big hankies. That was each nostril just it was so funny. It burned my chest. Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear. Burned my chest trying to iron a wrinkle out of my shirt while wearing it.
Just take it off.
He does that. Oh, it's just trying to do
You know, it's gonna be a steam burn too. If it's a steam iron, that's not gonna be pretty.
No, won't be there for life. I too confess a minor steam iron injury from trying to get out a wrinkle while wearing the garment. Why are people doing this? I was with the one fella. There's a woman's like, yeah, I did it as well.
Yeah, silly.
That's unbelievable. I can't believe it. I mean, that's the end of it. Like, but I haven't really had a freak injury. I've had a couple of like random events that have sort of hurt myself, but not like to the extent of like, oh, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I remember one time. Do you remember the little micro scooters?
Yeah.
Used to do like little flips, not flips, but like. Could you imagine?
I don't know what you were doing.
Doing backflips on. But you know, like the little
yeah, it would spin around a circle.
Spin around a circle.
Then the bottom would spin around a circle, but you would hold on to the
bars. Yeah. Did that one time. It didn't land very well, and it like hit my ankle, and that is the worst pain for any child.
Yeah.
Like my one was silver.
Yeah.
Pure metal, rigid metal thing. I cut right into my leg, and I was like, oh, that's aching. And there was another time I was doing like a little wheelie on it, like trying to like balance it, and I ended up not doing that and like skidding along on my knee, but like for like it was a long time. Like I think it's this one here. Yeah, I can't feel my left part of my knee.
Oh,
I can't feel like the left part of like that area of my leg. And Norman's like, you lying. I was like, I literally can't feel a thing. But I remember that because the skin was just like flopped off. It was disgusting.
Oh, that's grim.
It was pure disgusting.
That's grim.
I remember as a kid on just a wee bike. I was say a kid, it was probably like 10 or 11 or something. I was coming down, from the top of the hill up there, coming down, and there was like a stone. And you know, whenever you
it's like a boulder. You may be running into a brick wall.
Yeah, I hit it, and my bike wheel turned left, and I just went right over, and I just rolled. And the thing is, like
landed on the kitchen table.
No, honestly, like that's the funny thing, because the garage door was open at this point, and so was the other. We have obviously the garage door, and then there's the big garage door, the one. So in there, you can see that my dad's ironing away, and all I heard was. I was like, ah! That was like, what have you done?
Ironing his chest.
Ironing his chest. Yeah. No, he's good, and he does it on the actual ironing board, as you should do. Do you reckon the irons come with that? Don't iron with
No,
your
natural selection.
But yeah, he just looked at the left and was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Ah!" I hurt myself. I was just cut all everywhere, like it was horrible. But yeah, those are just like a couple, but nothing like no broken bones. Touch wood.
Yeah.
Yet. So yeah. But yeah, that was a good fun one. Do you have any?
Probably, yeah.
One for yourself?
I've definitely have. So some quick ones. Technology in first year. We hadn't been introduced to soldering irons. I picked up the wrong end. Burnt all my left fingers were burnt.
But sure, soldering irons have a handle.
Yeah.
It's a big, thick screwdriver.
I didn't know what it was. So that burnt me.
That's hot as well.
Yeah, it was really hot.
It's a good thing there was no solder on it either. Cause
no, it was it, and I do remember that being really sore.
Remember people used to make solder balls and start chucking at people in school.
First day of our holiday in Croatia with Rachel, I jumped into the water, and as I was kicking to swim back up, I kicked a rock and cut all up my foot.
Ooh.
And I had to go to the front desk every day, and they give me like the antibacterial thing and a sticker, a plaster, and by like the third and fourth day they knew what I was coming for, and they just were like, "Yep," like gave me it, and that was it. That was really sore though. Like it genuinely was really painful.
Probably like
because like I said here, as I like kicked to the surface, I was like, I came to the top. I was like, I think I might have just broke my toe, and she was like, "What?" And I was like, I genuinely think I've just broke my toe, and I got out and I sat and waited. It was this foot here. I sat and I waited. It was my right foot for anyone that can't actually see.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking. It just instantly was just like red, and I was just like, "Oh my god, we've been here like an hour." Like, hi. So that was quite funny. I've actually got a picture of it. I'll show you.
Oh.
But honestly, it was like instant. It was, and I kid you not, it was the first time I'd ever even got, and it wasn't in the pool. It was just in the water in like the ocean because it came down onto the seafront. It was really nice.
That's why I stay away from the ocean, because I just know for a fact I'll get killed by a shark one day.
So stupid.
Even if it is 2 feet in, I will still get killed by a shark somewhere. They would drop on top of me.
If there aren't any sharks, they'll find me.
Even if they were to be wiped off the face of the earth, I would still get killed by a shark at some point.
Dead shark.
Yeah.
So that's the one, and then I suppose the worst one was probably, I don't know, maybe fourth year in school. We were playing softball. I was fielding. Guy was batting. I don't know what you call it. Yeah. And anyway, one of the
softball again.
So he was going from first to second, or second to third. I can't remember. It was one of the two. He wasn't the batter. He was just a runner. At the time, he'd already hit. So whoever was it hit, they hit it. It bounced. I caught it, and I went to run for whatever base. Say he was going for third. We were both pretty much the same speed, pretty much the same distance, and like it was very obvious we were going to get there at exactly the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So he slid for the base, and I jumped over him to like knock the thing off, and he put his left hand up over his face to cover basically his face from getting like hit.
Mm-hmm.
But as he did that, his elbow basically went in to here, my right knee,
in the little socket bit.
Yeah, like you know where there's like a gap, basically, like you can sort of feel just like here, and it literally just straight away there was like a crack and a pop. It was like Rice Krispies, and then I landed and was like instantly he was just like, yep, oh dear, like knew like straight away. He lay down on the ground. The guy who hit the ball just kept going. Oh, so yeah, why not? Play the whistle and all that. So as I say, we were both lying there. I knew I was fucked, for want of a better word. I knew he was in trouble because it felt horrendous. PE teacher eventually was like, right, you need to go down to the medical center. We both sat there for a minute. Like he was like, I'm really sore. I'm like, yep, know that. And then the teacher came over, like looked at my knee and was like, yep, down you go. So I ended up in hospital. He ended up in hospital. Dislocated knee, broken elbow. I put back in, had a knee support on. He had a cast, and we got to do our year-end exams in PE kit.
Oh, unreal!
So yeah,
unreal.
It was horrendous.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Honestly,
I'm sure it was.
Like my knee still cracked like mad, specifically my right knee.
Yeah.
But
can be fluid build up as well sometimes.
There are sometimes where it does get really sore. Like I would say to Rachel, like.
I know
like sometimes it doesn't crack, and then like I'll be like, oh my word, I need this to like crack and fix, but I had to wear an esport for a long time after that. Like, even just playing sport in general, like, just it was, honestly, it was one of the weirdest feelings ever. Like, just sitting there, like, all the school really did was, here's a bag of cold peas or something. I can't remember what it was, like an ice pack or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then, did I get taken home? I think I got taken home. And I was like, no, like, this isn't good, like. And then my mom came home and was like, yeah, that's not good. We need to get you to the hospital.
That's when you get your McDonald's as well. McDonald's, way.
I remember having surgery when I was younger, like a kid.
Yeah.
I don't remember what for. And I got a present. It was Euro 2004 ball.
Oh yeah, I thought you got told that story before.
Really cool.
Podcast, I'm pretty sure.
I remember that. But like, in terms of funny injuries, there's probably loads. Like, there's bound to be. Oh, right. That's the last one, right? So, guy I know, we were playing hockey with the girls, so no mouth guards. You see where it's going.
Oh dear.
The girls were trying to be fancy, and one of them flicked the ball up, and it hit him right in the lip.
Oh dear.
His lip, I kid you not, hit his tooth and just split, like open, like completely open on the inside, and it was just like, you know, constant blood. Same fella, he was getting in his dog's face, like doing the grinch, like, and the dog and ripped his lip in half, like completely.
Oh my god.
We Bichon, no, the Hassap, so whatever you call him. I mean, completely like through. He had to get stitches and stuff.
Jesus Christ!
Still got a dog, like it was his fault.
But, 100%. I don't have any idea about that. Like, you shouldn't be winding up a dog. That's fair enough.
Yeah, but things like that. I don't really have anything besides that.
No, neither do I. I'm glad I haven't had many injuries. To be fair, I mean, I might have been slapped around the head as a child. God knows, like, but I wasn't really all there, like, so but yeah, some freak injuries for the watch trend this week, folks. So we'll end part 2 there, and we'll catch you again in part 3. Welcome back to part 3. So Joker has been released in the UK and around the world. Obviously we were technically, this is our like the boys type of thing, but seeing as we're obviously big fans of comics and the characters based in them, we thought we may as well hop on the old Joker bandwagon while it's nice and hot. What did you make of the film?
It's not a comic book movie, I'll say that first.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it wasn't advertised as one, was it really?
No, and there wasn't even a DC logo at the start.
No, it was all Warner Brothers.
Yep. So the first thing I'll say is not a comic book movie. Do not expect it to be a comic book movie.
In any way, shape, or form. Like, there's literally nothing comic book about it apart from a few sort of hints into the world of Batman, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Gotham.
Yeah, there are references. Obviously, it is set in Gotham. Oh yeah, this is a spoiler.
Yeah, apologies.
We'll have mentioned this in the intro anyway, but just in case somebody's maybe dropped in here for some reason. Anyway,
50 odd minutes in, yeah.
So, as I say, not a comic book movie. It is set in Gotham. Bruce Wayne, Martha Wayne, Thomas Wayne, they're all there. Wayne Foundation exists, all that sort of stuff. You know, Arkham is there, so it is definitely Gotham.
Everything's there. Like, it's just a different take on someone's life.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a lot of people before I went to see it. A lot of people said to me, "It doesn't have to be called the Joker."
Yeah,
you could call it anything, and I was like, "Well, okay, I'll have to see that for myself." Now, for example, you would have to call it something like the Clown.
Yeah,
you couldn't just call it, John.
Yeah,
it would have made sense.
Yeah, or Arthur.
Yeah, that might have made sense.
Well, I don't know, because once you watch the film, it's just sort of we know that he's been adopted, so
he is still called Arthur.
Yeah, but he's
your legal name. He's abandoned.
Yeah, that's true.
At the right. So for me, right, he's Arthur at the start, right, and as the film progresses, like, don't get me wrong, what I will say is Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix, like his performance in it is very, very, very good. Like, everything from like subtle facial expression changes to his walk being completely different by the end. His Joker laugh's amazing.
Like the way they tied it in with the laugh as well, but we'll get to that at some point.
Yeah, like there's a lot that the film has merit on. Like, I think it does shine a light on some really important things that maybe people don't think about.
Yeah.
I suppose maybe we should shine a light on that now. So the Joker's laugh in this is an involuntary thing, basically, that it's a tick that he can't really control. It's a laugh whenever he feels uncomfortable or nervous or excited or whatever. It's something that happens, and he has a little card that basically says, I have this because my laugh does not necessarily reflect how I currently feel. It makes me laugh what's the word I'm looking for? Basically makes me laugh when I shouldn't be laughing. And then it says please turn over, and it basically says the laughter can be due to head trauma, mental illness, blah blah blah. It just says please give me back this card. That's the first time you ever see it. He's basically entertaining like a kid.
Yeah, that was really sad as well. I mean, I understand.
Stop bothering my kid. Like, fuck up.
Yeah, I didn't really.
That really annoyed me.
Yeah,
like it really bothered me. Like some of the ways that they sort of portray him being treated. Like the first time you really see him, he gets his head kicked in, which
is just random as well, though.
Yeah,
like,
people bullying him.
Yeah,
kids bullying him for being a clown.
Yeah, pretty much. He's just dressed a certain way. I mean, he's advertising outside a place, like, and the way his boss treats him afterwards, and he didn't even believe him whenever he was like, I got beat up, and he goes, yeah, but you took the sign away. Well, I didn't. Why would I take his sign?
Why would I want his sign? I don't know. Why does anybody want anything as his response? Yeah, like
it definitely is a very sad film. It's a lot more sad than what I was expecting anyway.
That's what Rachel said. She felt really sorry for him. And she goes, there's a point on the subway where he shoots the three men. Rachel literally was like the way it was built up, she was like, I'm not even surprised he snapped, because he was just getting his head kicked in. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. I
wasn't expecting at that moment he was going to shoot them, because I was because he was on the ground getting his head kicked in, and that. But it was so.
I was like, oh, who shot him?
It was so quick. Yeah, I just turned, like, obviously
you see the guy's head.
Yeah, just
pop back.
Yeah. And obviously he shoots your man whenever he's running. Yeah, it was a lot more. It was sad, but I remember reading some reviews, and it was basically saying like, don't go and see this film because it basically says it's okay to shoot people if you're sad. It's basically glorifying the school shootings and stuff like that there, which is just it is controversial, like, but it's I mean, what do you say about that though? Like, it's not that it's not saying go and shoot a school, but it obviously shows him shooting three people because he's getting bullied.
Well, I don't think, for me, he's not shooting because he's getting bullied. It's everything has been taken away from him. He doesn't have his job anymore.
But that's what they were saying on the things though. That's the problem.
He's lost his medical care. He doesn't have anyone to talk to. A lot of his life is a fiction as well, as you find that, like, he does actually have a mental illness. It's not just that he's got this brain trauma. As Phil said, he's adopted. You find out he's been adopted, and his mom actually has, his adopted mother actually has, her own psychiatric delusions, basically. A lot of stuff's like given to him and then taken away straight away. He's told that Thomas Wayne's his dad, which isn't true. And next thing he goes to see Thomas Wayne, and he thinks that, like, he's got a brother, and then next thing he doesn't have a brother, and his dad has punched him in the face. He's not really his dad. His dad, in inverted commas, is telling Arthur, basically, your mom is clinically insane. Blah blah blah. So.
And then he goes and finds out that it was true.
Yeah, he actually goes and finds all this out for himself. So, there's so much in it that you can, like, get why that causes such
he's wasted so much time of his life as well caring for his mum.
Well, there's nothing wrong with caring for somebody else, but it's lies, I think, for him.
That was the thing. Like, he was, I was obviously getting that. I mean, he's wasted so much time because, technically it is wasted, because after all that time, he's just been, like, he was told that...
He kills her too.
Yeah, he kills her eventually, very brutally as well, actually. Well, I think it was brutal because it was mother and son, it's obviously taught the mother and son, but the fact that he was caring for her whenever she couldn't care for him, she was letting him get beat up by basically any Tom, Dick and Harry and stuff, like, he was chained to the radiator and stuff whenever they find him, and so...
Severe head trauma.
With severe head trauma, yeah.
Which has caused the laughter.
So... I think wasted would be the correct word to say there, because obviously
he didn't know any of that.
He didn't know any of it, and then whenever he found it out, he was like, "Geez, I just spent all my life caring for someone who didn't care for me," and obviously that
didn't or couldn't.
Well, yeah, probably. I would say both, really. I mean, at the end of the day, she had some illnesses in her own, and she went to she got for the Arkham. So after that, I mean, technically, if you're released from Arkham, then
he was in Arkham too, if you remember the clip.
Yeah,
smashing his head off the window over and over again.
That's right. Yeah, that was, I cried with laughter at that point because it was so sudden. It was like, and then doof, doof. But the bit where he walked into the
hospital door, it's like, that's an exit, dipshit, or whatever it is.
But he was acting all cool, and I was all like, he was cigarette, and it's like, what do you think it means? And then chucks it away, and it goes. But it's not even the initial thud; it's his hands. It just scares him. He just goes, ugh, and his wee hands all go mad. But I think Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal of this character, not the Joker, just the character in general, is very, very good. It should be commended on that. But
it's a very, very well performed transition from,
citizen
son who looks after his mother with a job, doing what he can, budding comedian who he really wants to, he very clearly wants like someone special in his life, all that sort of stuff, through to losing literally everything.
Obviously the head trauma as well. He has some illusions or delusions, whatever you want to call them, and there's a woman, I forgot her name. I don't know. She basically
has a daughter.
Lives down the hall. Yeah, she lives down the hall, but he sees her. Was it confirmed that he sees her in the lift, or
that was real?
That was real.
Yeah.
And so
I'm sure he did this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, the gun to the head motion.
Yeah, because she did it.
He didn't kill her, did he? It's never really confirmed.
Never didn't confirm anything about killing her or anything got there, but to be fair, watching it the second time, potentially you might find something else. I don't know, but
maybe there'll be like a radio.
Yeah, something in the background.
Something like where you hear, about two people found dead.
He was sitting in this thing and laughing away, and there was like sirens out the back, so it could have been an ambulance.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He could have called them. God knows what happened.
Could have called them.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that he talked to her in the lift, and then he basically had a relationship with her in
which you had no reason to doubt wasn't real.
Yeah, because obviously they had a bit of a connection in the lift, and turns out that wasn't real. It turns back and it shows you the same clips we seen back in there earlier in the film with him with her, and it shows him again the exact same thing just without her. She wasn't there at all. He was talking to absolutely no one.
Can I get a coffee? Do you want one?
Yeah.
No, I'm good. No, yes, I'm good. He says yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird. She's not even there.
So it is all a bit of a mind-boggling sort of film as well. I mean, obviously you don't know what's real and what isn't until obviously he snaps.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's very controversial. I mean, make it what you will.
I liked his outfit and stuff though. Whenever I wasn't sure on it. If you remember, after whenever the trailer first dropped, I was like,
the red one.
Yeah, like I
was
quite
purple
liked.
and green.
Yeah, I quite liked it, and then like his actual face and stuff was modelled after. Was it Gacy?
Oh, the clown. Yeah.
It was modelled after him. But just
John Gacy.
Yeah. Just in general, like I thought it was quite. His look was good. I thought he acted quite well.
It was a very unsettling film throughout. I thought.
And like the other thing I'll say as well is that I don't think you can compare him and Heath Ledger as Joker, because Phoenix's Joker wasn't always the Joker. He was transitioning into the Joker, whereas Heath Ledger's Joker was a Joker from start to finish.
Yeah, he was already there.
I don't really think you can compare them. Now, in saying that, like there are certain parts of the Joker movie that have stuck. Like certain quotes, like. Excuse me, he doesn't actually say it, but he writes it down, which is the one that, like, the worst thing about having a mental illness is everyone expects you to behave as if you don't. And then the one he says at the end, now this is paraphrasing, I'm never exactly sure exactly what it was, but it was something along the lines of, this is what happens whenever you take a man who's mentally ill, push him to the edge and take everything away from him. What did you think was going to happen? And then basically he shoots him in the head.
This is what you get, what you deserve, basically.
Yeah. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really understand that because, well, I understood because it was obviously he was bringing him on to make fun of him.
Yeah.
But I mean, why even deny that he wasn't? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
he's like, I wasn't going to do that.
I wasn't going to make fun of you.
You literally were doing it 2 seconds.
You were doing it on the TV whenever you seen it. But I mean, see, whenever you can see how far his illness went whenever he was on the stage trying to do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was thinking this joke was hilarious in his mind, and he was like, you know, I'm going to be a stand-up comedian basically. And after that, he was like, I'm going to be, or what was it he says? Oh yeah, it says about him growing up to be a stand-up comedian. He goes, no one's laughing now type of thing. And then
that's actually a joke that's already been said.
Yeah, but it's
Charlie Chaplin said that. No, who the hell was it? Sorry, go on. I'll try and remember.
But he was obviously into a crowd where it was a very tough crowd anyway, and obviously the start of it wasn't very good either because he was sitting laughing the entire time. No one understood why. But after saying that, it's obviously he was like, oh, it's really funny in my head, and then you know the things he was saying in his head, and obviously he probably talks to himself quite a lot. You would assume.
Bob Monkhouse.
Oh.
His joke. When I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now. I was inspired by Bob Monkhouse. He said, people used to laugh at me when I said I want to be a comedian. Well, they're not laughing now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Which is still a cool sort of, you know, Easter egg type of thing. Like, you know, it's kind of cool put in the film. But whenever Robert De Niro's character Murray was making fun of it, he goes, yeah, you're not joking type of thing. You know, you're he is this Joker type of thing. It just sort of goes to the extent of his mental illness, where he thought all these things were going to go down a hit, and they just didn't. Found who.
So this is the interchange between Arthur and Murray at the end. So how about another joke, Murray? He's like, no, I think I've had enough of your jokes. Arthur flat goes, what do you get when you cross? Because in between Murray says, I don't think so. Yeah. He says, I think we're done here now, thank you. What do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash? Murray says, call the police, Gene, call the police. And then Arthur says, I'll tell you, you get what you fucking deserve, and then shoots him in the head.
Yeah. It's pretty grim, that part. Like, I mean, the entire film is very gritty. I just thought it was going to be a bit more, not actiony, but I don't know what way to explain it. I just thought it was going to be a bit, the way the reviews were saying it was going to be a bit more controversial than what it was, because I thought the only part in it was him shooting those 3 guys. I was like, you can't really glorify that, but at the same time, like,
he stabs his mate, sure, as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, quite a lot. Randy, I think
he kills the 3 people on the subway.
Yeah.
Kills his mum. Kills the fat guy.
Randy.
And he kills the Murray, and he kills the girl at the end. That you don't actually see him kill, but he walks out with blood on his feet, so he has to have killed her.
Yeah.
7. We're not sure whether he's killed the lady and his little girl. Could be 9, and that's all we know of, isn't it?
Yeah, but then you got to kind of, I mean, the many people that died after his shooting of Murray. I mean, loads of people went rioting and probably potentially killed people as well.
The police officer died in the car.
Yeah,
and he was crashed into. The bit at the end actually that I thought was very cool. I suppose it's probably one of the last things I'm going to say is whenever he was standing on the bonnet
of the police car,
and he gets the blood and makes the smile.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice visual. Sort of like, holy crap, he is the Joker now.
He's the Joker now.
Because he was laughing and all, and while smiling. So.
But I like the fact that whenever, like, it was like a full circle film for me. Like that last part, he was able to stand up. Where, you know, before you seen him dancing in his house around no one. He danced with his mum for a wee bit, but he danced by himself. Remember, with the gun, he was dancing like he was
shot the wall.
And then he's like, "You're a nice dad. You're a good dancer." She's like, "Yeah, no. Do you know who isn't? This guy." Bang! And then shoots the wall. And I was like, "He goes,
I'm just watching a war movie.
Turn it down. Turn it down." But I think it's cool that he dances very insecurely in his house or in his apartment.
By the end, he's doing it on the.
But then he's in front of everyone. He's just like, "Oh, I'm embracing this right now. Everyone loves me for standing up for the little guy, basically." And obviously, like at the end, he did the whole blood smile type of thing.
Yeah.
Which is like again full circle for me. It just sort of finished the film off nicely. But
again, I still thought it was a fairly abrupt ending. But I did like the fact that you could just tell he was the Joker now.
I understand what you mean, yeah, but I don't understand what else. I mean, you could have went on and done other crimes, but I think after that, I think it was okay to end there.
But I mean, like in general, it was like quite slow.
Yeah,
Like the last like 10 minutes, it was just so quick. I think everything was like, it was like build up, goes on show, fucking dead, and the next thing it's like, oh, now he's definitely the Joker. Maybe that's the point.
I think it is. Yeah.
Is that he works at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, whatever he wants to do, but it's one I was saying to Fergal, whenever we were speaking, that I think he might have been in the chat. I think I might watch it again, but it's not one that I will watch again.
Yeah. I don't think, like I said in the chat, I don't think you could, because you would probably come away from it very, very depressed.
Yeah.
It's a very depressing film. Like, I mean, you're watching some, and I mean, it is very relatable, like, in terms of, like, maybe when you were younger. Yeah. If you weren't exactly, into football, or if you weren't exactly into like wrestling or whatever it was, back then, I mean, people just had their own little cliques and stuff, and obviously no one got brutalized as much. Like no one I knew anyway got like treated that badly as a kid and stuff. And sometimes you might not have parents that are that caring or whatever else, or everyone has different lives and stuff. But it is a very relatable film. But you can sort of say the people that have had that done to them have come out on top, because they haven't went to the extent of other people have, which is nice, obviously. But it was a hard hitting film, I thought. But again, we've already said that Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal of the character was unreal. I think that was what made the film shine a bit more. Yeah. But I thought it was good. Yeah.
How many beards would you give it?
Beards. I'd probably give it 7 beards. Or no, I can't.
No, you can't.
That's out of 10, isn't it? That's out of 10. That's a tough one there out of 5, because it always seems really low.
3.5 then.
I know it would be. That seems really low though, doesn't it?
Oh really? It's out of 5.
So you can't do 0.8s or anything like that there, so it probably would. But yeah, probably 3.5 beards. Yeah.
I'd probably go 4 specs.
4 specs.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like for me, it's not a 5.
No, it isn't a 5.
Maybe if I was to watch it again, it might put my rating up. But right now, after the first viewing, it is a 7.5 to 8 out of 10 for me. So it's
I put a 7 out of 10. So yeah,
3.5.
3.5 is probably dead on there, like,
nice.
Which is it. But again, like you said, I mean, if you watch it again, it potentially could go up. But I mean, I did appreciate everything that Joaquin did with the character and stuff. It was unreal.
Very good.
But again, it might be one of those films that you might watch again and be like, okay, then, or you might understand things differently, But yeah, that's that bit over. So I thought we'd finish off with a few jokes.
I thought you were. I was like, why are you pointing at me? I didn't have anything prepared.
Where's the script? So obviously after the Joker, it's a bit of a depressing note. So I thought unless we'll do what he actually is meant to do and tell some jokes. What did Daddy Spider say to Baby Spider?
Don't know.
You spend too much time in the web.
Knew I was calling. I was thinking internet, and I was thinking how could you get web into that? But yeah okay.
Literally the same word. But there's a new type of broom out, sweeping the nation.
Nice. Yeah.
What cheese can never be yours?
No.
Nacho cheese.
Fuck. How did I not get that?
Oh my god, there's a wee shout out. What did the buffalo say to his little boy when he dropped him off at school?
Listen to the wee podcast.
Listen to the wee podcast? Is that what he said?
Right, let's try again.
What did the buffalo say to his little boy when he dropped him off at school?
Bison.
Yeah. Very good. Nice. There you go, Bison. Enjoy that. Why does Superman get invited to dinners?
I don't know.
Because he's a superhero.
That's awful. That's awful.
Not like that one.
No.
Why?
That's just, I don't know.
It's funny, it was a Superman joke and not a sort of Marvel joke, wasn't it? I'm talking about DC stuff there. Strange. How was Rome split in 2? I'm going to hate saying this one.
I don't know.
With a pair of Caesars.
Very good. That's good. Yeah, I like that one.
I think actually I'll probably end it in that one. That's pretty good.
That's
a funny one. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that one. But yeah, folks, thanks for listening, and we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.